trimming down, just trimming my motor down, just trimming my motor. Oh snap, what the hell is this? Look at that thing, pretty sure that's a snake. Oh, it is a snake, 100% a snake. Holy moly, that's a big snake. What you doing, big snake? What you doing, my guy? Wiener dog. What you doing? Go get him. Go get him. I don't think I've woken up to fish this early in a long time. Welcome back, guys. It's good to see you. It's good to have you on today's epi fishing mission, whatever you want to call it. We have the boat back. Look at this. The low is out of the shop. There was nothing wrong with it. I just needed a 10-hour service because this boat is so fresh and so damn new. She got a little checkup, everything passed. Got the oil changed, got the carpet cleaned. Smelled like absolute must. We are on one of my favorite bodies of water. The only thing is I never fished this lake in the summertime. So Lucky and I are gonna see if we can find some summer fish today. We got like a half day to kill before it gets 120 degrees. And then once it gets 120 degrees, we are dipping the titties out of here. We're gonna throw some jigs, some Googan squad crankbaits, maybe even big mondo worms. I don't really know. Just kind of wang it, just wang it. Screw it. I am just now getting past these no wake buoys, so I'm about to get this puppy on pad. I'll meet you guys at the spot. Stick with it, stay tuned, and enjoy. There's a fish. There we go. I'm on. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Oh my God, good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Stay down, buddy. Stay down. That's a nice one. That is a good bass. First fish of the day, and it is a chunk. It is a chunk. Probably about a 6-pounder. Probably about a 6-pounder. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, let's go, baby. Was I recording? Yeah, I was recording. That is how we do it. Just take a little gander at that. What you see inside there is some good old-fashioned Krackin claws. The Krackin Craw gobbled it. What a good fish, man. What a good fish. That's probably close to freaking 7 pounds. We're gonna get this guy hooked, throw him in the live well. The reason why, and I'll explain this kind of in depth later, but the reason why I'm not gonna release this fish immediately is because there is a lot of fish down on this spot that I'm fishing. I'm fishing something very specific. As you can see, I'm not by the bank. I was doing a little bit of graphing early this morning, and I kind of settled down here for a bit, and now I have found, I think, what is quite possibly the damn juice. That right there is a good first fish of the day. Let's put on the well so we don't spook the rest of school. All right, stand by. And in she goes. That is a behemoth. Wow. Wow. That's not a bad way to start the day. Here's how today's video started. I basically got some dates mixed up. I was gonna fish with some people that like won a contest through Mystery Tackle Box. It was that Conquer My Pond thing. And I woke up this morning and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna meet these guys at the ramp, like 5:30, like we're gonna get them, go out this lake that I don't really know that much about in the summertime, but we'll try our best. I get to the ramp, I wait for like 30 minutes and there's like no one to be found. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, this is weird. So I'm like, maybe these guys just flaked or they like slept in. So I found one of the guys' numbers, called him, I was like, yo, where are you at? Like, this is 6 a.m., mind you. And he's like, in Ohio. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean you're in Ohio? Like, I'm like, I thought we were fishing today. I was genuinely confused, like completely dumbfounded. He then explained to me that we were fishing not August 1st, but September 1st. So what I'm trying to say is this fishing trip right here is basically a complete accident. I thought about going home because I was super tired. I got like 3 hours sleep last night, but I was like, you know what? I've come here in this lake before and it's produced and I've caught good fish. Let's just see if we can make it happen. I would call that making it happen. Anyway, it's just kind of a funny story. I'm an idiot. I can't read a calendar. This is ridiculous. I'm a whole month off from a fishing trip. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you guys. To the left of me, as you can see, there's like some dark blotches, maybe some kind of inconsistency on the bottom. That is all rock. And then to the right is some more rock, but it's like a little bit farther out. This left rock is where I caught that fish on. It's really close to the boat, so it's probably like only maybe 10 yards from the boat, or if not even the bottom. I marked this little rocky hump as I was coming off the dam from throwing a crankbait, and I was like, I'll try it. I've got literally no ammunition on this lake, so I was like, let's give it a go. Dropped the motor, put it on spot lock, made a few casts. I'm like, I'm not feeling this. Take one little pop over rock and I get lit up. Then the fish drops and I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird. So I kept fishing. 5 more casts later, Big Billy decides to open up. But what I'm trying to do right now is basically just set the scene for you guys, let you know what's going on. I'm gonna stop talking because maybe she's got a bigger sister down there and I really want to catch her. That's a good first fish. Whew. So while I'm in the process of trying to find a little friend for our guy in the live well, I'm gonna kind of break down what I'm doing right now. This is a pretty decent sized lake in Texas. Water clarity's right around 2 foot in some spots. I woke up this morning with the anticipation to fish topwater, but it was too windy. So I pretty much fished this whole dam with a crankbait, no luck. So kind of got discouraged. Then I went out around here where I had remembered in the spring I'd marked some rock, and I'm just kind of going back and forth with my Mercury, kind of looking for anything that stands out, whether it be rocks, any sort of like divots, points, hump. And sure enough, like I found a big rock spine. I wouldn't even call it a hump, it's more of a spine. I'll show you right here. That's kind of where it begins on the butt section, and it comes all the way out here and it stops, and it continues, and my boat's sitting right there, and I'm fishing the would that be the east side of it. So it's pretty shallow. It's like 4 feet on that spine, but on the edge it's right around 8 or 9. In some areas it's 11 and 12, and that's where I caught that fish. I was sitting right around 11 and 12, and I was casting about 4. Can't seem to find exactly where I was prior because I got my spot lock all up, but I'm sitting here now casting back on the hump, and there's still bait busting. So sitting in 8, casting in 4. It's kind of a challenging way to fish, I'm not gonna lie, but if you can figure it out and put some time in, you can really get it done. And you don't need the best graphs on earth. Oh wait, am I getting bit right now? I think I'm getting bit right now. Oh, I might have dropped it. I found this rock spine, and first fish I pulled off it was probably close to a 7-pounder. So I can't imagine there's not another fish here. So I'm gonna work this a little bit longer with my jig. I'm making very long casts towards that rock spine, letting it sit, let it sink, boom, hits the bottom. Then I pick it up and I give it some pretty aggressive pops. It's summertime, these fish are active, so I'm not really gonna work this thing too. So this water's warm. It's gonna probably get up to near 88 or 89 degrees Fahrenheit today. So that's it. I know it seems complex, you know, the whole graphing thing and finding the fish, but you're literally taking notes right now from a dude who doesn't do this at all. So if I can figure it out, you know, all you beginners out there who are watching can also put the pieces together. A fish? That's a fish. I'm on. I got him. Feels pretty good. On the Googan Squad crankbait. Oh man. I put down the big worm, I put down the jig, decided to throw something a little fast moving, and this thing ate it. I have no idea how big it is. It could be pretty decent. Oh yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad fish at all. Hell yeah. Just a little tiny adjustment. I'm gonna just be careful with this guy. He looks like he's barely hooked. There we go. Okay. Got a boat. Oh god, these fish in here fight. You're good, you're good. All right. Alrighty. Fish number 2. Yes. Check out that little banger. Oh god, relax, buddy. That little banger just hanging out of his mouth. That is exactly what that fish wanted. It's so funny because I was throwing a jig, I was throwing a big mondo worm, and there just was nothing going on. I was like, all right, maybe I'll speed it up a little bit. Sure enough, moved a bit faster through that little banger in there, which is a square bill crankbait and like a shad pattern, sexy shad pattern, and she smoked it. All right, I'm gonna put this guy in the box too with his buddy. Get in there. Oh wow, that's a really big fish actually. Jeez, look at him compared to that little one. Check out the size difference there. Like that's probably close to a 2-pounder, and then this is the first fish of the day that I caught. Like this is a donkey. Like absolute studly. Okay, I just want to give you guys one last look at this fish before I put it back. Definitely one of my biggest summer bass of the year. I wish I had a scale. I don't know, maybe he's closer to 7 than I think, but I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below how big you think this fish is. I think it's high 6, maybe low 7. Yeah, that's a pretty large one. The thing about this fish is it's just so thick. Like it's not super long, but it is just thick. Such a good fish. There he goes. Back down in the depths. You're not as exciting as the big one, but we'll take it. Hey! Hey! I'm trying to help you out, Bubba. There you go. See you later, guy. Thanks for eating the crankbait. And just like, oh God, I almost fell into my live well. And just like that, we have caught 2 decent fish for the day. I think there's a bit of water in my lens there. Let's just, there we go. Okay. When the GS emblem is too hot to stand on, it's time to head out. It's getting hot. It's getting really, really hot. It's about high noon right now. And I actually fished for way longer than I thought I'd be. I came out here with little to no expectations. I mean, no expectations. I came out here just to like try it out, you know, like to see what happens. But that's a testament. That means that if you sometimes have low expectations and you go out in a body of water, you might surprise yourself. Anyway, I was definitely surprised. Caught 2 decent fish, missed a few others. But we're heading out of here. So long, Rocky Hump. Until next time. Wow, look at that. That thing is just sexy. Look at all that rock. I'm gonna head back to the ramp. Then maybe I'll kind of just go over how I caught those fish, although I think you guys have a pretty decent idea already. But we out of here. It's too hot. It's mega hot.
Lucky's about had enough of this heat. Right, too. Nugget, what you doing, Nugget? Shake it, girl. Shake your butt.
I swear to God, this heat absolutely messes with my brain. You're probably not gonna believe, but at the same time believe what I just did. So I got that sick little shot in which you saw where I'm pulling off and getting the low back on the trailer. Yeah, super sick B-roll. But then I forgot a vital point to that shot, that being coming back to get the camera. I just drove about, I don't know, 10 miles until my buddy Cole called me, who fishes here often. He's like, yo dude, I think you left your $4,000 camera at the ramp. But yeah, I'm gonna bounce back to the crib. Lucky and I are gonna cool off, maybe crush a few Coronas. For Lucky, she's gonna have a Cornarita. And I'm gonna go over how I caught today's fish, just like slightly in depth. But I'll catch you guys there. See ya. Stay. 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 Okay, get him! Lucky is quite possibly more obsessed with squirrels than I am with fishing. So I'm not sure if you know this, but we officially launched our own line of hard baits partnered with 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗘. We teamed up with 𝗟𝗘𝗥𝗘 and worked on some insanely dope designs, colors, names for these baits. It's been a long process, but they're finally here. If you guys want to get some, check the link in the description below. We've got deep diving, medium diving, square bills, lipless cranks, flat-sided square bill crankbaits. This one in particular is called the Banger. So what we did with these lures, which is kind of cool, is we've included how deep these lures dive on the bottom, so you never have to guess as to how deep your bait is getting. So this is a square bill crankbait. It's a 2 to 5 diving crankbait. It's perfect for shallow water, but it also works really good on those random humps out in the middle of the lake. So although I didn't catch my biggest and my first fish on this lure, it helped me kind of figure out exactly where that hump was. Every time I tick a rock, I'm like, all right, I know I need to cast there. So this is a juicy little number. We've got some amazing colors in this, but I'm just so proud of this. This is such a sick little addition, and the hooks on this thing are insanely high quality. We basically wanted to make the best overall hard bait for you guys out there. So first bait. Second bait, which caught the biggest one, was this guy right here. This is a football head half-ounce jig with a Krackin craw on the back. I kind of bit one of the segments off of this Krackin craw, so it's a little bit smaller and a little more compact. I think that kind of helps add to the overall bulkiness of this. I was looking for anywhere between like 8 to 11 feet. I was sitting on the deeper end at about 13 feet and casting at about 6. And then slowly bringing that jig down into 11, and that's where that fish ate. This did it dirty. This is a really good fish finder when it comes to fishing out deep. Believe it or not, these two lures go really well together, mainly because one is a search and find bait. I usually start off with a hard bait, like the Banger or a little Recon, and once I find that rock, that structure, and those fish, I then kind of slow down to see if I missed anything with some fish that are closer to the bottom, a little more lazy with the jig. So I'm fishing slow with this, and I'm fishing pretty quickly with this. So they go really well. I've always got a crankbait rod and a jig rod on my boat. This time of year, it got so hot today, like just so hot. I think that water right now, as we speak, is like close to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just like, it's like bath water. It's too much. But anyway, if you guys want to get some of this stuff, check down below, pick up some of the gear. These things are fresh, like just newly released. So be sure to scoop some of these, and don't forget to, of course, grab the famous Krackin craw. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of laid back fishing sesh. I'm peacing out, signing out, getting ready for tomorrow's fishing mission, which should be equally as dope. But thank you guys for the view, and as always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.